Hello dears, today I am going to start speaking section questions. Let's start from part 1. First question is, what is your name? My name is this and that. Next, what should I call you? You may call me as this and that. Next, where are you from? Well, I'm from Nainital. It is beautiful place as it is full of natural resources. Their beauty is well known in my country. Next, do you work or study? Well, I completed my master. Now I am working as a tutor in school. Next, what do you do in your job? Well, I am tutor. I teach several subjects in commerce department. I have several duties related to teaching and some management duties. Next, where was your first school? Well, my first school was Blue Valley. It is quite close to my home as I started my schooling from age of 3 year, 3 years, and it was my never never forgettable memories for me because my childhood days are very precious to me. I spent it over there and I enjoyed my earlier days with my schoolmates and classmates. I still remembered my golden days of life. Next, how did you travel to school? Why? Well, it is quite close to my school. I went with my sibling by walk because it is quite close. That is why there is no need to travel by any mode of transport or any other vehicle. Next, have you ever traveled to school by car? No, as I live in hill station. Their roads are too narrow and not suitable for any kind of vehicle. My school was on the top of hill. Only walkers can go there. Do you prefer the front seat or the back seat in the car? Why? Well, I prefer sometime back seat while sometime front seat. When I want to enjoy journey, then I prefer front seat. I can see several things from front glass. Why? When I need some break or a little bit I want to need rest, then I prefer back seat where I can sit comfortably. Next question is, what was your longest journey by car? Well, longest journey was by car. I thought it was when I went Punjab by car with my family. It was a time my cousin wedding. Punjab is about 500 kilometer far from my hometown. I think it was only a longest journey which I ever did by car. Next, what do you do when you are stuck in a traffic jam? Well, traffic congestion problem is very common problem in most of cities because of population, because of vehicle numbers, as now most of people prefer private vehicle instead of public. That is why a number of vehicles increasing from earlier days. Now traffic jam is very common, and whenever I stuck in traffic jam, I prefer using my mobile. Next, part 2. Keyword question. Talk about a person much older than you whom you admire. Please say who the person is, how you know him or her. Describe some of the things you do together and explain why you admire him or her. Well, I admire my elder brother as a role model because of his attitude and thinking, work. I all things I like and I want to become like him, as he recently started business. He want to do own business, and recently he started a clothing shop. In first earning, he contribute some proportion for needy people, and as well as every month he donate some money for needy people, and he's really a kind hearted person. I really admire him. He's hardworking as well as very loving and caring. Most of uh, earlier days I spent with my brother, and he's very caring, and I feel that because of his helping attitude, most of people like him and want to become like him. Uh, and I still remember my school days when he provides care as a parents as well as my friend and brother. So I like him. I missed my earlier days which I spent with him. Now he remain busy at work, but he tried always. Next discussion type question part third. Do you think you can relate to that person? Yes, several our heredities are similar. We both are born to run own business. He started, and I am in process because I just searching for what I do and why, which type of business I want to run. I still searching, and I learn several things from him. Next, do you think that the older generation can learn something from the younger generation? Yes, several things we learn from each other, as younger generation is techno savvy. They easily grab new techniques and new uh, innovative ideas, and I think that we can learn several things from young generation. Next, can older people learn anything else not related to technology? Well, as younger generation are more uh, thinking about present, they never think about future or past. They avoid worrying. I feel that we can learn from uh, how they are, how they enjoy life, how they learn new things, how they grab new things from scenario. So several things are there we can learn from younger generation. Next, do you think people from the older generation can be friends with the younger generation? Yes, as I'm very friend with my grandparents. We uh, are have generation gap, still we are very close to each other. I feel that we are friends as well as we are very uh, close to each other. So I feel that older generation can be friend with younger ones. Next, you said that in the other country older people are nice and kind, the younger generation. Is it possible in your country? Why not? Yes. Yes, in my country, most of younger generation means grandson or daughter grandchildren are dependent on grandparents, and they are all have a strong bond between each other, and they like their presence, and I feel that they are very close and very frank with each other. There is no else thing. I do not feel that older people are uh, aggressive or never like children. They enjoy their company, they enjoy children, and they enjoy younger generation as well, and they want to learn from younger generation. I several time I heard and I see several older people enjoy children company and enjoy young generation to spend time free time with them. Next, which way do you think is better? Well, I feel that it is depend on people. Some people uh, yeah, learning new things from each other, while not. Some people enjoy younger company while some not. Well, it's depend on a person, not for country or generation. It's depend on a individual. Next, do you think nowadays younger people are more respectful towards older people than they used to be in the past? No, as I personally observe that younger people are respectful toward older people. It depend on their family, depend on their attitude or nature. Because in earlier days, several people are very concerned about their grandparents, while some nowadays some people are not. So I feel that it depend on their personal attributes instead of past or future. I feel that in past many grandparents suffering from several disease, and uh, they disobeyed by their grandchildren,